Pisces. Welcome to your reading. We're closing it out with you, Pisces, you and Aquarius. I forgot to wrap up this series. Not forgot, but I got pretty tied up. Let's say that. Work's been taking up a lot of time, so we couldn't finish you guys out, unfortunately, on this last series, but we're here now. Pisces, I have to grab a little bit of water. I just forgot to drink a glass of water right before coming into your reading. A note to you that you may need to drink more water. We're trying to stay hydrated right now, Pisces. Okay, Pisces, we're going to... This is a love reading, but we're actually probably going to do mostly psychometry for you today. So, I'm just going to shuffle through my little trinket collection here and pull some charms for you and divine this way. See what we get for Pisces, please. Spirit, help me know what I need to know and see that which I need to see for Pisces' highest and greatest good. Help them know what they need to know for their highest and greatest good. Help them feel guided, safe, protected, and loved throughout these messages for Pisces. Any Pisces placement, you do not have to be a Pisces for this to resonate. Alright, Pisces, you pulled Temperance. Temperance as your overall message. You also have two that did not flip. Let's see. We have the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles has been making the rounds, and the Ten of Pentacles. Wow. Underlying, we have the Magician. Ooh. Okay. Well, this legacy you're working on, well, it's working for you. I feel the need to tell you that. Queen of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, Temperance. Like that. Pisces? Well, you're about to be very abundant. I have to warn you, though. You could marry into wealth. Some of you could play music. There's something about someone could play music or play an instrument. That was partly for Aquarius as well, that message. The Queen of Pentacles in this deck bore the Minotaur. And she bore the Minotaur because she had, what was her name? Sorry, since we're here, might as well look it up. Queen of Pentacles. She married out of wedlock, I know that much. No. She was married, but she had an affair out of wedlock. And bore the Minotaur, thus. Now, the Minotaur can stand for the beast. The beast, or you could say in the modern age it would look like children with disorders, mental disorders, or physical disorders, that sort of thing, or disabilities, we could say that. You could be a child or a person or someone, or have a child with disabilities. That's the only thing. You yourself could have a disability of some kind, okay? That's all we're going to say. Now, daughter, the Queen of Pentacles, the daughter of Helios. Here we go. And the Oceanid nymph, Percy. Okay. Pasiphae is the witty queen of Crete. Sensuality characterizes her soul. just as she is prone to all sensory pleasures. Generous in spirit, she is equally welcoming and inclined to offer protection. She fully embodies femininity, and for that she falls in love despite being married and a mother. By divine will she gives birth to the Minotaur. Her palace is resplendent with carefully chosen gold and jewels. She wears jewelry befitting her rank, living her freedom with relish. The key word is magnificence. So you could be this person or moving or being surrounded by someone in this energy. This could even be your mother. Okay? Or you are this person moving into some form of status like this. But if you have a child out of wedlock or outside of your marriage, this child could have disabilities. That's what I felt the need to say. I don't know why that's relevant. Okay. All right. I guess just more clarification for you, if you know this to be true, or if you know this. Something also about the Ten of Pentacles is an ancestry line. It's a bloodline. There's something hereditary, you could say. Hereditary with temperance here as well. Something, a condition, even like a health condition, since we have temperance here. Temperance is health. So it's a health condition that runs in your family bloodline, Pisces. It makes you very, 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 very good at what you do. And it's also going to make you a lot of money in the future. Okay? A gift that you have. It runs in your family. It runs deep in your family. Through more than likely the women in your family. Okay? Or you have inherited it from the women in your family. This gift, whatever it is. Okay? Confirmation from Spirit. You have inherited this gift from the women in your family, Pisces. Let's pull some charms for you. Your children will also have this gift. You know. For Pisces, it's a lot. Oh, you wanted a lot today. You hungry? I have a feeling you're hungry, Pisces. Okay. A lot, Pisces. Okay. We're going to take our time with it, though. This will be the bulk of our reading today. Okay. You have my... Ooh, you got the square. You have the square. Aquarius had the teardrop yellow ring. You have the square yellow ring. A ring. And a lock. An open lock. Interesting. Aquarius had a closed lock. You have an open lock. Some of you have an open marriage. Something is open. The rings are open. They're unlocked. The magic. Again, a ring is part of a... It's something about power. It's a magic ring of power, magic circle of power. Of the sun, Helios. Yes, the sun. Got it. Okay. Daughters of Helios. You could work with the sun gods, obviously. Helios, Apollo, Ra, Apollonia. Right. Okay. So you work with the sun gods, Pisces. You do. They work with you. There's something about this gift, also a gift, something is unlocked. The power is unlocked now. It's unlocked within you. Another reason this is hereditary, because you pulled my big bow, my big hair clip, hair tie. You could also have hair this color or similar, like a brunette, burgundy, brown, or have tints of red in your hair or have red hair. Either way, you're tied to this. This is hereditary, okay? This gift. Hereditary seems to be the word for you, Pisces. We're uncoding the message. That's what we do. We uncode things around here. Okay, Pisces. You have my camera. Pictures. You could work in film. Pictures. It was face down. Some of you don't like to actually have your picture taken. I just got that. There's something about social media. You don't really like to show yourself on social media very much, or you do everything you do. Let's say you work in social media, but you don't actually like to be the face of social media. So you like to work behind the scenes. I got it. You're starting to like to work behind the scenes more than being in front of the camera. Got it. Or there's something behind the scenes going on. The work you do primarily, if you do work in film, by the way, is behind the scenes. You work behind the scenes a lot. That's where you feel like you work your best. There's something about an image. Maybe you just don't like, you don't feel camera ready, that sort of thing, or you don't. I think you're okay with being in front of the camera, Pisces, but you don't enjoy it as much as you do behind the scenes work. You enjoy making the work, not necessarily being in it. Or you're developing this sort of like a true high priestess you are, but you're there, but no one knows how much you are there. No one knows your input. Your input is there, even though if no one really sees it or gives you credit for it. Your input is highly there. You're highly needed too in these fields. Heads up, you have a change coming also with your money. 5 is significant for you. You could have been seeing 7s, and now you're seeing 5s. So 7s and 5s are going to be significant. If you were seeing the 7s, then those are signals that you have change approaching. If you're seeing the 5s, well, guess what? The change is happening now. Change is happening now. You do work in the creative field of some kind, Pisces. Or careful, because you will be in the spotlight in some way. Picture is worth 1,000 words. The video. The video is worth exposure. Double exposure I just got. Double exposure. Seeing something actually about it, when that happens, when double exposure occurs on an image, and you have basically 2 images layered on top of one another, and it looks like there's more than one thing going on. Yeah. Back when I worked with actual film photography, SLRs, that sort of thing, that would happen every once in a while when you'd snap a photo and you'd take a photo on top of another photo, and it would create that double exposure. Happens usually by accident. So again, something hereditary, it happens by accident. Something didn't get processed all the way through. It's like the film didn't circulate in the roll all the way through. It didn't move fast enough. So when you snap the photo again, the film had not shifted, it had not moved. So there was a double imprint on a situation. Or it could be something like twice. We have the fish, right? The fish, 2. We need 2 of something. So double exposure. Or some of you are being exposed twice, or you're exposing something twice. Pisces. Interesting. Could it be something to do, someone has images, they have footage, they have files, or you do something about exposure around something you're doing, Pisces, or your work. That's why you don't like to necessarily be in front of the camera. You like to be behind the scenes, because if you're behind the scenes, no one can record you, right? No one can take pictures of what you're doing, capture what you're doing. In fact, maybe you're the person taking the photos, or capturing the image, or documenting something. It could be, there's a need actually to document something. You could be getting an offer. Pay attention to the paperwork, that sort of thing. Read your contracts carefully, that sort of thing. If something in your gut tells you no from the jump, Pisces, trust your gut. It's a no. Just don't do it. Don't even waste the time thinking if you should or not. If something is telling you no, don't pursue it. Even if, trust your gut the first time. Trust it the first time. It knows. Okay? It knows. You really gotta trust your intuition. You guys are some badasses out here. You're sitting here as freaking magicians, okay? Also, 5 of Swords behind this magician. And the 8 of Pentacles about work, around work. 5 of Swords, magician. You don't like to see that combo, but again, there's some slander going on around your expertise, how good you are, right? Some jealousy even. There's a sense of ego here. You're kind of good and you know it. You're good and you know it. So you're up in your head. Maybe it's deserved. Maybe you want it to be that. Maybe you're saying it's about time I got my exposure. It's about time that somebody saw me. That could be what you're saying. It's about time I was seen. It's about time you were seen, Pisces, for who you really are. There are a few people who might disagree. But if you've been standing in your integrity, you got nothing to worry about. You know what I mean? Alright, Pisces, move it along here. You also have believe. Aquarius just had this too. So let me know if you're dealing with an Aquarius. Believe in yourself. Best believe. Let me know if you're dealing with a Gemini. Best believe. Best to believe in yourself. Something someone's gonna do it. Like trust, best believe. Why do I keep getting that? Best believe. BB. Someone's trying to hammer a point home. Better believe, best believe, this is going to happen. This thing, this idea, this concept, whatever this is, best believe it's going to happen. You can trust it. I don't know what it is, but you can trust it. Knock from Spirit. Okay. You have my belly button ring. This is the orangey, sacral colored diamond belly button ring. Fake, of course. But the point is, we're fertile. fertile. Envy. I'm getting envy with this, actually. Something around your sexuality, or who you're with, or who you're attracting, or the opportunities that you receive, the fertility of you, your sex, your womb. You multiply. You multiply very well, actually. But also, or when you do, you will, Pisces. I have to say that. When you do, you will multiply. Some of you will have several children, I must tell you. When you do. When you finally do, you will have several. More than likely. More than likely. I'm seeing at least three. At least three in my mind. Okay. Pisces. Oh, man. Okay. Pisces! Here we go. And, oh my. What did I just say? Like integrity attached to my little hairpin. And the pearl again in a cage. Pearl in a cage. And integrity. You were keeping something safe. Your purity. Trying again to stay in your integrity where something is concerned. The pearl is formed over time. Temperance. It takes time to form, and it's usually from the sand getting crushed up inside the pearl, beaten up by the cold water over thousands of years. In other words, it takes time for a pearl to form, and it forms under pretty cold, harsh conditions, right? Submerged underwater. True hangman style, okay? It's taken a while for you to... It feels almost torturous. It's taken a while. The conditions that have made you you have felt pretty challenging. Pretty challenging. They have. You've had to stay in your integrity. Some of you have had to even learn what that is. For some. What does integrity even mean to you? What does it mean to you, Pisces? What does integrity look like in your life? What does that look like to you? I'm asking, legitimately. You don't have to tell me. I'm just something for you to think about. If you want to. What does integrity look like to you? I kind of feel like that's the only thing this is asking you to do. Once you know it for yourself, then stick to it. Once you know it for yourself, Pisces, never break from it. There's something about a code. You could be dealing with a Cancer, but the code, it's also like a DNA strand, a code. Something about dinosaurs is significant. Or Jurassic Park. Reptilians, all that jazz. The code is health. Snakes. I'm getting the caduceus now. Again, you have a condition, or someone in your family, or you, or the person you're dealing with has a condition that is hereditary. It's a part of their makeup. It's a part of them. It's a part of them. Okay? They have to deal with it. And they have to live with it. And they have to nurture themselves through it. Okay? But it is their gift. Please know that. It is your gift, whatever this thing is. Okay? You have my screw. Someone screw a screw. You could be building something, gaming. Like undoing things. Like, oh, I'm seeing a door a door, something was left open. A door, careful Pisces, if a door wasn't left open, the screw came undone and the door was left, it's like a hinge. I'm seeing like a door frame, like a screen door on the front of a house, like a screen door. Something about the hinge or the lever at the bottom of the door that controls the door slam, or controls the way the door closes. Something about the screw gets unhinged there, or it gets let up, or it breaks or something like that. Something about a screen door. Or you have to keep fixing it. Some of you are mechanically inclined. You're very mechanically inclined. I want to say that. You know how to fix things. You're not natural mechanics. Most Pisces are. You are. You are natural mechanics. You naturally somehow know how to figure out how to fix things. Every Pisces does. Almost every Pisces I've ever met works in some form of mechanics, whether you build things or you fix things, whether it's buildings or automotive or plumbing or whatever. Every Pisces I've ever met is mechanically inclined in some form or fashion. I don't care who you are. I don't care who you are. But I will say mostly Sun in Pisces. If you have Sun in Pisces, you are mechanically inclined in some way. I have to tell you. All right, laugh in the comments. Argue it out in the comments. I don't care. You know you are. Your mind works that way. You see how things work and you can fix things. You just know how to do it. You know the inner operations of how shit works, and you can just tinker around in there and get the job done. It makes you good at what you do. You're very good at what you do because you see all the layers, all the ins and outs. You're kind of like Virgo in that sense, although Virgo can drive it into the ground. But Pisces, you have this very unique, again, this unique ability to just know how shit works, know how shit operates, and you can get in there and you can fix it. You can fix it. You can tinker. You can tailor. You can do all the things. You know how to figure shit out. It's your gift. It's your gift. You literally could work in any of those fields too. You know, you're a builder. Something. There's also, though, like the screw is like being unlocked, being unscrewed, taking a load off, that sort of thing. It's like you're taking the pressure off or releasing a valve or something, like a release valve. Yeah. A release valve. Interesting. So many interesting messages come. The screw is giving a lot. Okay. Like a release, like a pressure valve, a release pressure valve. Or again, like pressure, the door was, so the door doesn't slam as it goes to and fro. And again, doors are portals, right? So when you're stepping through the portal, you don't want it to be left open, or you don't want it to slam, or you don't want, you ever got yelled at by your family, your grandparents, your parents when you were a kid going outside, and if you left the door open or the screen door open, close the door, that kind of thing. Or you don't like doors being left open. I'm getting that, actually. You don't like a door that's left open. You don't like close the door, We don't like portals left open. I gotcha. Pisces, also, if you're doing any divinatory practices, if you're leaving any portals open, you need to remember to close them, okay? You need to remember to close the door. Close the door, Pisces. Remember to close the door. On your way out or on your way in. Remember to close the door. I don't necessarily know if it's important that the door is closed. I just know that the door needs to be able to work. It needs to be able to work. So maybe there's a reason why it's left open. Because it doesn't work anymore. The door broke. The door is broken. And if the door is broken, that means anything can be let in. That's not necessarily good either. We don't want to leave portals just open. If something was left open. So there's looking at back doors, right? Back doors. Back doors. Something exposed. Something exposure. Double exposure. Pisces. Something's being doubly exposed because a back door was, or a door was left open. Intentionally? Unintentionally? I don't know, but someone missed it somewhere. Someone left the door open and something got in. Or something got out. Okay? Remember. Remember. Pisces, we have dogs here. With the 10 of Pentacles. Something, and portals, right? Something got left open. And something either got in or something got out. This is why you will have dogs around you, Pisces, more than likely. Forever and ever ad infinitum. Even if you don't like them, you need dogs. Why? I don't know. Because you do. Alright. Alright, Screw, you're saying a lot. This Screw is really saying a lot. Oh, like halfway through your plate. Or a little more than that. Okay, let's move on here. No doors left open. Something was left unlocked. Or again, it is something about security though, so careful. Careful. I have my butterfly clock. Butterfly clock. Time. Time on this is roughly midnight or 12. Just after. You could have been born at this time. 12:04 to be exact. 12:04, 12:03, 12:04. Or something roughly at midnight. Pisces. The door. Door. Okay. So I'm getting like a countdown or something. Whenever this portal closes, it could also be our next significant portal. When would that be? The 7-7 portal? 7-7-4-4-4 on my time right now. 4:44. 4:44. Okay, so the 7-7 portal is going to be significant for you, Pisces. During Cancer season, the 7-7 portal. Make a note of that. Remember, 7s are letting you know that change is about to occur. When you see the 5s, shit's happening, okay? Butterflies of transformation. That's your time, Pisces. That is your time. I'm getting portals of entry. Your next portal, Pisces, is the 7-7 portal. What happens then? I don't know. But you could be planning for it. I'm hearing all kinds of things, so I don't. For some of you, you're going a little bit overboard with the preparation and the planning of said portal. If you are, say, doing some sort of like spiritual retreat or something like that, there's a little bit of over planning, overdoing something. Careful not to overdo something, Pisces. It's almost like you're ramping up your spiritual symbolism, all of a sudden really drawn to my fortune cookie. And I do believe Aquarius just had a card that some things symbolized the fortune cookie. But it was not good. Something about strategic games. It was not good for Aquarius. Could be good for you. This one's good luck, but it was also face down, so I don't know. It's also face down. Something about luck changing. Or also cookies, right? a cookie. It could be like a computer cookie, a virus. You have to watch, Pisces, you have to watch what you eat. You have to watch the stuff that you consume. Fluids, waters, of course, Pisces, you get labeled as the most addictive sign of the zodiac. You have to watch these things. Unfortunately, you do. The hereditary trait in your family. You could come from a line of alcoholics, stuff like that, abuse, drug addictions, things like that. So you have to watch these things. It is not, I will say this, it is not a fortuitous time for you to be indulging in any of that. Okay? No. Just no. Also, the transits right now, we have Jupiter in Cancer. Jupiter in Cancer makes everything expand. Let me tell you what, okay? Everything expand. Now, Jupiter is exalted in Cancer. It loves to be in the sign of Cancer. It really does. It is exalted, but it will make things, and it's going to be there for the next year, by the way. Jupiter's going to be in Cancer for the next year. So we're going to see some things. We're going to see some expansion, some expansion. You know what I'm saying? Okay, cool. Moving on. We have my legendary service pig. He was down. You could be dealing with someone born in the year of the pig. You could be born in the year of the pig. Legendary service speaks of food. Food, again. You could be avoiding pork. It was face down. You obviously could, you could be Muslim. You could be avoiding pork as a dietary restriction. Sure. Might be a good idea, actually. Avoiding pork at this time. Could be. Sure. Okay. Just face down. Yeah. Could be avoiding pork at this time. Or you just do by your creed, religion, otherwise, what have you. Okay. Or for your health, mainly for your health. Because the skin of a pig doesn't sweat, right? Something about sweat. So it holds toxin, in other words. If the skin of this animal doesn't sweat, it holds toxin. Whenever you eat that, you consume the toxin of whatever that thing ate. So, therefore, don't eat the meat of an animal that doesn't sweat, Pisces. It's not clean. Okay, there's that. Right now, during this transit, especially during this portal, be mindful of what you eat. That's not to say you shouldn't eat meat, though, like other organ meats of other animals, especially, like liver, especially livers, and if you can't do the real thing, then at least do it in pill form. It's beneficial to your health. Get your B vitamins in. I'm just kind of spreading that message. Anyway, off the health message. Legendary service, the pig. Watch out for greed. Watch out for greed. Greed. Okay? Greed is a nasty. Deadly sin, right? The deadly sins. Deadly sins. Greed. Deadly sins. Heed the greed, Pisces. Those little deadly sins. Watch it. Watch out for it. The people around you in that energy. Just careful. Those who have been in that energy, I don't know what's happening to them, but they'll be feeling it. And I'll tell you, for most people, what it's looking like is in their health. Guys, you don't think these transits are real. What is the motive this year has been telling everybody to get into the gym, get healthy, get on your health kicks, do your yoga, your Pilates, your dance, your routines, get on your health, drink your freaking water, and as much as you can. Like, it's no kidding, guys. Because karma for a lot of people is occurring in the body. You understand where the body is concerned? Double exposure. Because if it's not hitting you anywhere else, Pisces, it hits you in the body. It hits you in your temple. We have a Queen of Pentacles here, and that's a temple, baby. Queen of Pentacles controls our sensory, our nervous system. Do you understand? The body. Queen of Pentacles is the body, baby. Okay? A hereditary condition, more than likely that you got from your mother, but it's about the body, honey. You gotta maintain your health, temperance in the body. Okay? So be mindful, no pork. There you go. Simple. That's not for everybody, but for those of you who know, then you know. Okay, cool. Got my heads up nickel. Heads up. Jefferson. He loved, married his slave. They don't want to say that. Oh, yeah, he was, he had children with his slave girl. It's because she was a slave. No, they were also in love, guys. But anyway, it's because she was a slave, it automatically denounces that whole relationship. Whatever. It was all wicked and cruel at the time, right? It was a way of life, sure. Not saying it was right, but not saying their relationship was all toxic either. Clearly not. He had several children with her. Let's not get political. I don't want to either. Okay. Lord of Jesus, how did we get on that subject? Anyway, your significant other, lover, person could maybe hold a significantly higher status or place where you could be seen as a slave. Speaking of cameras, we're getting like photography, and if you use flashes that can help create double exposure, right? We also have you have a master and a slave flash. I know, cruel technical terms here, right? Speaking of photography, Pisces, sometimes if you do use flashes or with your photography, depending on what kind of photography you take, you typically will use two. Sometimes you have a master and a slave. Master flash and a slave. We're off that message. What is happening here? Master, slave, master, slave. In your previous lives, straight up, you dealt with some sort of subservient roles where this was significant to you. You've been the master, you've been the slave in your past lives already. You have. It's funny, when we think about past lives, like we're the only ones who were on the poor side of this life experience. Must have been so sad for our ancestors. We were the ones that were the hurts. Guys, I can promise you, in every lifetime, back to Atlantis and beyond, okay? We have been every incarnation you can think of in every form. That's why you're Pisces, because you have literally been everything there is to be, including the master, including the slave. We need a history lesson. You have been it. You have done it. You have been every form of purity and evil that there is. You have known it. That's why you're Pisces. Okay? You know it. You don't need the lesson, and I'm not going to give it to you. Trust me, I know Pisces, you do not want the lesson. You hate that word, as a matter of fact. Fuck your lessons. Fuck your history. Okay? You know. Pisces, I know you know. Let's read your letters. We have Q, number 10. You have N, number 1, and Z, number 10. All together make 21. 21 is the world, Pisces. When I say you're destined for success, I mean it. I really do mean it. 21 out of 22 major arcana. You have the world. You have reached the end of a cycle. You're at the end, Pisces. You have lived every single life experience there is. Yes, you have the world. You're at the end, Pisces. For some of you, this will be your last experience, your last life incarnation. And there you are, King of Cups. There you are, sitting on your throne. There you are. I love it. Looking at your creation. Did you achieve it ruthfully? Did you achieve it justly? 5 of Swords, Magician. Did you win at all costs? Do you care at this point? You got there. However you had to get there. Alright, Pisces, let's read an oracle card for you and close this message out. Spent a lot of time here. It's a good message, though. Psychometry for Aquarius and Pisces. I like these messages. I get amazed at how long I can talk about this stuff. Pisces. Why was this message important for Pisces today? This thing that was hereditary in you, you're breaking the cycle. That's why the door has been left unlocked. You're leaving it open on, I think you left it open intentionally, Pisces. I feel like you did. I feel like you left it unlocked intentionally. You have your reasons. You have your reasons, Pisces. I feel like you left it open intentionally, though. 1 card, please, for Pisces. We have Loyal Heart. Blessed. You're blessed. Blessed, Pisces. And a change in the wind in reverse. Like to see it. Like to see it in reverse, Pisces. But I do have to read you the protection message because that is TikTok. Yeah, I have to read you the protection message. Which one, actually? I'm only going to read one. This is where being a Libra really friggin' sucks. Let's just do it this way. One of these will flip. Flip, 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 flip. Which one? That one. Loyal Heart. Beautiful. Lord knows I would not have been able to decide that. Okay? Okay? Loyal Heart, Pisces. Fidelity. Loyalty. Devotion. Evidence of loyalty will appear in your life. Others will prove they are faithful to you. And you will, in turn, commit fully to them. There is a sure and abiding certainty in your heart. Know that Spirit is always loyal to you. No matter the outer circumstances in your life, trust and have faith, for you are eternally loved. Always divinely protected and divinely directed. relationship message. Your partnerships, friendships, and romantic relationships all have many qualities in common. Honest devotion, faithfulness, and a loyal heart are being shown to you. Are you as loyal in return? All right, Pisces, you're being attacked in your left eye, which is your eye of Horus, your Heru. So you have the sight, my dears. Okay. We feel attacked sometimes. Let's clear it. Let's clear it. Because you tell the truth. Now's the time for heartfelt commitments and trusting in divine protection. Let's clear it, please. Your long-term loyalty to your goals is becoming evident in the world of conditions where your aspirations for success assume form and reality. Success is finally taking shape. If you are loyal to your dreams, faithful to your plans, while remaining flexible and devoted to serving others, you will be shown proof of your true prosperity. This is a time for joyful celebration of spirit, your manifestation partner. Beautiful. Have faith in spirit, Pisces. Oh, my dears. Your faith has been so attacked. You have felt so alone in this. You're not alone. What you didn't know is you were being guided this whole time, Pisces. You were being protected this whole time. I love to see this message for you. Pisces, I'm sending you love. I hope there was a message for you here, guys. If there was, please remember to like the video. Okay? Support your girls. Support the channel. Don't you dare leave me hanging, Pisces. The fuck? Alright, if you like the messages, support them by liking. That is the only way I grow, guys. You're the only one that can help make that happen. Love you all. Please come back. I look forward to tapping more into this energy. I'll see you around. Take care.